and gallons of water are needed. So how much longer will this heat wave last? We're going to check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Still with a look and forecast. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Paige, it looks like it's going to last the rest of the summer, frankly. That's the way it looks right now, at least for the next 7 days or so. So let's take a look outside on our tower cam tonight. It is hazy, it is hot, and yes, it is a little bit humid out there, although the humidity can be worse in our part of the country this time of the year. Right now, our current temperature, 98 degrees. Factor in the humidity we do have, it feels like 102 in the Augusta area. A few clouds out there in Television Park, but nothing in the way of rain. Storm spotters reported highs mostly in the upper 90s today. We hit 98 today in Martinez and Grovetown, 99 in McBean. We did get up to 100 today in Wagner. Our hottest weather from storm spotters was in Rennes with a high today of 102. Around the CSRA for the second day in a row, we hit 101 for the high in Sylvania, 100 in Swainsboro, and a trio of hundreds over there in Barnwell, Bamberg, and Allendale. And yes, the official high at Augusta Regional Airport goes down at 100 degrees, and that ties a record that goes all the way back to 1920. So it has been a while since June 16th was this hot. Right now at the airport, 96 degrees in Augusta. We are still holding on to those hundreds over there in Bamberg County and Allendale County. Meanwhile, it's 97 for Thomson over into Columbia County and Evans. Factor in the humidity, feels like 106 in Evans, feels like 108 in Swainsboro. Same thing over into Sylvania. Tomorrow is going to be at least as high, and any cool down we have is going to be very, very slow over the next few days. Forecast high temperatures along with the heat index for Wednesday, 99. We'll call it 98 Thursday. We'll dial it back into the mid-90s by early next week. Humidity actually comes up a little bit, so that offsets any cooling effect. That heat index is going to be over 100 for the next 7 days. On our radar out there tonight, a couple of showers we're keeping track of tonight. They're going to be brief where they pop up. They'll rain themselves out. That typically takes about 20 minutes or so, but we are getting a little bit of rain, mostly between Twin City and Garfield, not moving at all. Up into northern Jefferson County, we're talking about a shower right there on the county border, and that one will be raining itself out pretty shortly as well. Most of the rain is across South Georgia. Here's a look at your forecast tracker for the next couple of days. That big blue H is the reason we are so hot. Sinking air underneath that is inhibiting thunderstorms from forming, but still, as hot as it is, there'll be a couple that manage to pop up. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, tomorrow's rain coverage may be a little better than what we saw today, so we'll keep an eye on that because the high pressure is going to be weakening slowly over the next few days. Wednesday, maybe a 30% chance of rain taken into Thursday and Friday. Getting back into really more typical summertime weather by the weekend. For your Tuesday night, partly cloudy sky, 73 the low in Waynesboro, 74 in Edgefield. For your Wednesday, it's going to be a hot one in Washington, up to 100 for the high, 101 in Sylvania. We'll call it 99 for Augusta. And here is your 7-day forecast, 95, the coolest I can do, and that won't happen until this time next week. But at least the afternoon rain chances slowly come back.
All right, 95 is probably optimistic too. Thanks, Chris. We've got a story coming up about UPS. I always feel bad for UPS drivers, FedEx, mail carriers, anything outside right now. It's just so hot.
It is absolutely hot to do anything outside, but you know what? If it's going to get this hot, you may as well break a record, right?
I guess.
Well, we tied one today. We almost broke it. We tied the record at 100 back in 1920. 53, the record low. We were nowhere near that. Now, to give you an idea of just how long ago 1920 was, the last time June the 16th was this warm in Augusta, cars did not have air conditioning. That 1920 Ford there was brand new. So yeah, today's high temperature of 100, definitely fairly rare for this date, I suppose. No rain out there today. The rainfall deficit now about 1.5 inches on the year, but the lake and the river levels both are looking pretty good. Our forecast for you Wednesday is going to be almost as warm. We'll call it 99 for the high in Augusta, 100 in Millen, 98 the high in Aiken. Factoring the humidity, it'll feel like as hot as 108, which is about what it felt like out there today. A good way to cool off might be to head up to the lake if you can. The high temperature at Lake Thurman, 97 degrees. Southwest winds at 4 to 9 with a water temperature of 85. All right, let's take a look at our forecast headed into your Wednesday. Another warm one out there tomorrow. In fact, we'll call it wilting heat with high temperatures right around 99 degrees. The 7-day forecast doesn't offer a whole lot of relief, but we'll drop it back into the mid-90s by Saturday and Sunday, and there will be at least a prayer for an afternoon thunderstorm the next few days.
All right, thanks, Chris.